The boss of the Dutch Grand Prix has denied that they have gone into an arrangement with the Belgian Grand Prix to rotate their races every other year together. But this also comes at around the same sort of time as when both the Belgian and Dutch Grand Prix have expressed doubts about being on the Formula 1 calendar from 2026 onwards. Both the Dutch and the Belgian Grand Prix have their contracts that expire at the end of this next season, so 2025 season after this one. That's what I'm trying to say. So let's dive into this. Let's see what's been said and what's likely to happen here, because frankly, I want both of them on the calendar, and I don't think we should be in a situation where we're having to rotate good races, and we're having races like Saudi Arabia and Bahrain, Qatar, China, Singapore. I mean, Singapore's not too bad, it's a challenge, but you know what I mean? Like, these are heartland European races, the races that Liberty Media said they were going to protect when they came in. I'm getting less and less confident in that fact. We've had both Germany and France fall off the calendar. And whatever you think about the French Grand Prix, I didn't particularly like it. It's where the Grand Prix was invented, so to not have a race in France, I think is pretty criminal, to be honest with you, Formula 1. But anyway, let's see what's been said here, because there's a full article over on the F1Chronicle.com that will be in the description of this video as well. So, the boss of the Dutch Grand Prix has denied reports suggesting that a deal to annually alternate the Grand Prix at Zandvoort and Spa from 2026 has been reached. Mere days ago, Robert van Overdijk, the director of Zandvoort, sounded the alarm about the future of the popular Formula 1 event, warning that the expired 2025 contract could mark the end of the Dutch Grand Prix. He said to Viaplay, "At the moment, the risks are too great, but of course we are doing everything we can to see if another race from 2025 onwards is still possible. It's clear that the situation is precarious." I can say that again. The Dutch magazine Formula 1 is reporting that in the days after the interview, the deal has now been struck whereby Zandvoort and the Belgian Grand Prix will annually rotate on the Formula 1 calendar. A person directly involved in the negotiations confirmed to us that the deal has been completed in broad terms, the journalist Frank Wurtensberg wrote. He added that Spa would be the first to host a race under the new arrangement in 26, meaning that the next Dutch Grand Prix after that would be in 27. However, when contacted to comment, Overdijk rejected the claims of the report, insisting he does not recognise the article as being correct. So, there we go, interesting stuff. What do I think? Well, I hope it's not true, but I can absolutely believe it's true because there's no smoke without fire, and both events have been very much in doubt going forwards, which is really horrible. I hate to see stuff like this, to be honest. Both the Dutch Grand Prix and the Belgian Grand Prix have massive support, particularly the Dutch Grand Prix. I mean, I would love to go. I'd love to go, man. I'm wearing the same kind of colour shirt almost, you know, more of a salmon, but you could pass as orange with this. But in all seriousness, you know, it's an incredible event. The support that Max Verstappen gets around the world, particularly in his home race in the Netherlands, is unbelievable. I'd love to go. It'd be like a 3-day party, basically. It'd be great. And then Spa-Francorchamps is one of the best circuits in the world. In my opinion, it's the best racing circuit in the world, and to have it only every other year when we've got some races that, quite frankly, are just not that good. You know, no one's gonna miss. Be honest, guys. No one's gonna miss Qatar if it drops off the calendar, or Las Vegas, or Miami, or Saudi Arabia, Abu Dhabi. Who's gonna miss these races? Seriously, like who? But it's all about money. It's all about money. Cash is king and money talks, as Sir Lewis Hamilton says. And at the end of the day, that is what is the most important thing for Liberty Media, making as much money out of Formula 1 as possible. It's business. It's not sport, it's business, with sport on the side. That's the side product. As long as they can get 24, 25 races a season, they don't care where they are. They don't care where they are. It's just who pays the most and who has the right facilities for it. Unfortunately, it looks like these negotiations are going to only go one way. But I hope I'm wrong. The amount of times we've seen Silverstone under threat, and it now has really rebounded to the point where I'd say it's quite safe on the calendar despite the ticket prices, but that's a separate issue, you know. So I think Formula 1 is potentially going to threaten to drop these races, make them every other year. This has been on the cards for a very long time for racers to share a contract effectively, but it's never happened. This could be the first though, and it probably won't be the last. But what's your guys' take? Let me know in the comments below. As always, I want to hear your opinions on this. And of course, keep it subscribed and follow the F1Chronicle.com for much more news and opinions just like this.